Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Disabled but Able Budgeting. My name's Maya and I am here to get interrupted by my dog. But also to go through my budgeting and financial journey. I am disabled. On a scale, I have a mild case of cerebral palsy that affects my whole right side. I have to think about left and right. I'm not good with it. It affects my whole right side, but mostly my leg. Because of this disability, my growth didn't my left and right side aren't the same height, so I have to use special shoes. I have spasms and there's a few other physical things, but mostly it's just because my body isn't aligned the way that it should be. There's a lot of physical pain, and what I'm learning now the last few years, there's a lot of neurological issues that I've just dealt with and thought, this is just me. These are just my problems that I need to overcome. And apparently it is brain damage. So that's, it's nice to know the reality of my situation, but it's a little bit difficult to be in my late 30s and be like, oh shit, there's so much brain damage. But yeah, so one of the things that I talked a little bit about in my goals for 2026 video is the fact that my disability has made it so that I had to leave my previous job, and it is now putting me in a position where I have to think about how to move forward in the best way for myself, both considering finances but also my health, because there are a few options, none of them which I'm honestly very happy with, but it is the reality of me living with this disability, so I have to take it seriously. That, coupled with just feeling all of the emotions, I am trying to move through this in the best way I can. But it does mean that I most likely will be changing up a bunch of things just as my circumstances will change, because one of the scenarios that I'm looking at is becoming fully disabled, like not legally, but like on paper, where the government is agreeing with me being so disabled that I cannot work and they're not forcing me to work, and then I will get some money. But compared to working a full-time job, that is a lot less money. So there's just a bunch of things I need to think about. There's also a lot of things that I'm learning now about if I do things this way, it will affect the money that the government will pay me in this way. And in certain of those ways, it's known in Norway as like financial traps, where if you do the wrong thing, you will be severely punished financially for it. So this is both working through things and moving ahead in a way that can be at least the best in the circumstances I am, both for my health but also financially, because I might be choosing things that might not be like the best option, but it might be the lesser of many evils. If that makes any sense. I don't know either, because I'm still figuring this out and it is very difficult, and different people tell me different things, so it is a struggle. But after me now rambling for a long time, I'm going to close the door and get into first looking at the first week of January, and then do some tracking, unstuffing, reallocating, and then after that looking at least so far what I've come up with as a solution to use savings challenges and try to save for the goals that I have for 2026. So I hope you stick around. So this second week of January was the last week of my stay at my parents. So we left on Sunday. My mom came with me both to help me travel, but also because she's going to visit one of her friends. She'll have to stop by Oslo pretty much anyways, just for the traveling. So it was a good compromise to then come to Oslo, stay a few days and relax at my house before she left to visit her friend. I did not spend anything except for at the airport I bought me and my mom some food. I do, in my head, I look at how much I've been spending eating out, but I will allocate it. Like the first week when it was eating out, I put it towards spending. This week I'm doing groceries, since 309 kroner is more than 100 kroner, and I didn't spend anything else at all the second week. So that's just what I'm going to do. In cash, groceries has 500 left. And shopping had 100 left. And my mom was so nice that she gave me $500, I wish, 500 kroner, and told me that it was for Chibi. So I'm going to put that in her envelope after. So groceries in placeholders has 150, 70, 91 kroner left. Medical has 250. My dog has 250. And that's it. So there's a lot of money left from last week, which is great. I'll just go right into reallocating this money. And I did write down a cheat sheet to try to be more intentional about how I reallocate the money as well. Physical therapy will be getting 500. Hold on. Just by my dog needing attention while I try to do this. Okay, so physical therapy now has 2,000, 5, 600, 8, 920. So 2,920. My wallet is going to get 400. So it now has I can't do this without the calculator because I just get fumbled up in all the numbers. 1,000, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 200, 50, 70, 90, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 101. So that is 2,101 kroner. I'm going a little bit back and forth because I didn't write the cheat sheet in the correct order. So since I moved around all of the envelopes, it's just a little bit of a mess. I'll see if I can fix it for later. Okay, and retirement is getting 200. So retirement now has 2,000, 2, 3, 4, 500. 2,500. The 500 is going into the car insurance. So although I'm putting it in pawn insurance, it's because anything that has to do with her health right now is just going to be put in here, and the envelope I have back here is just what I need to pay next time for her insurance. So that's just the way that I'm going to do it right now. So we have 2,005, 3,000, 2, 4, 500, 3,500. And out of these placeholders, I'm going to take 50 and put it into here. My mortgage now has 550, 620 kroner. And the rest of this, 120.41 kroner, I am going to use for savings challenges going towards my goals binder. So I'm going to change some of these to smaller denominations, and then I'm going to use savings challenges. Okay, I think I'm ready. I hope I'm ready. Let's see how this goes. I've shuffled these, so I will just put one every single time I roll. There are 7 challenges because I have 7 goals. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to, every single time I roll a double. So if I roll a 6 twice is what I mean. So a 6 twice, a 4 twice, anything twice or whatever, I will be putting that into my savings challenges all of the savings challenges that I have on here, I will be both writing on screen, but also linking below in the description. So I hope you guys follow them, give them some love. These are all savings challenges that I've gotten for free on their Ko-fi or other places. I will go find them and then also put the information down below. That's how I'm going to do it. And what I'm also going to do is I have in my goals, I prioritized it from what is most important to what is least important. The savings challenge that gets the most money will go into the priorities ranking, and I will just continue to do that so that I make sure that the goal that is most important to me will get most money. And then let's say the goal that is highest on my priority, which is paying extra down on my mortgage, if I reach the 1,000 kroner, that is my goal, my monthly goal. For that, I will then put extra mortgage in my least important and re-roll it so that then buffer, which is my second most important, which I have numbered 834 kroner, which becomes 10,000 in a year. I will do that, and if I get through some of them, then the other ones that have been less important will then get a chance to fulfill its, yeah. My brain just stopped working, but I figured we'll just try. So, okay, I will just... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 6. So that is Mandy's budgeting journey. That's my paw friend. So I will also say that I downloaded these a long time ago. So these savings challenges are old, but they still work. I still love them. So I figured I will try to, both because my printer is broken, but also because I would like to use the savings challenges that I've already downloaded and printed out, to use them before I go and print out some more. So let's see how good I am at keeping up this time too. Yeah, so 5 is Nikki at Dragonfly Saves. 6, that's Mandy again. There's lots of love for Mandy. Ooh, but because of my rule, my paw friend is also getting some love. So 1, 2, 3 is Hera's Life and Journey. She got a big one. 2, Nian's Budget. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Nikki at Dragonfly Saves. 2 is Nian. 6 is Mandy. I'll just try to... This is going to take some time, so yeah. Ooh, a 10 for Mandy. I'm not sure if that was supposed to go here, but doesn't matter. 4, yay, Mel's Paper Makes is getting some love. 3 for Hera. So Hera's getting a 5. And so is Mandy. Yay, Sin on a Budget is getting love. That was the last one. So now everyone has something. 3, Hera. Hera's getting lots of money. 5. That's Nikki. Hera's getting paid. Woohoo! So is Mandy. They are the winners, I'm pretty sure. So Nikki got a big one. Mandy got more. Mel is getting some love. Sin is getting there as well. But Mandy and Hera, I think, are clear winners. Who's getting the last 10? So that is Nikki. Ooh, there's a spot for all 7. I hadn't thought about that. So I am going to have, since I'm using bigger numbers, I'm figuring just every placeholder will go for 1, and then I'll write on the back how much actual money it represents. Sin got 11 kroner, but 3 icons, so I'm just going to cross over here and write 11 on the back. So Nien's budget got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then writing 3. Hera's life and journey got 20, 30, 45, 51, 52. Mel's paper mace got 6. This one's laminated, so I think I'll need a different marker. Nikki got 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Mandy's budgeting journey got 20, 35, 35, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 49. My little chibi friend got 2. So that's 1, 2. I've made some envelopes, and then I've also repurposed old ones that I've used before for all of my goals. 52 is the highest, which was Hera's life and journey. Woo for Hera. So she was number 3. And that is going into mortgage. So mortgage now has 5, 50, 600, and 20, 40, 50, 650, 65, 72. 672 in mortgage. And then we have Mandy, which was number 6. She is going into buffer. So buffer now has 7, 8, 900, 50, 70, 85, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1,000. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm super happy with that. Then we have dental, which is Nikki, and she was 5. This system did not work, so we'll figure it out later. Dental doesn't have anything, so that will be her 18. going into dental. And I also made a little bigger savings challenge. So this is for the whole amount. Each of these are 100 kroner. So that adds up to 2,000 kroner, which is what I need, or 1,800, but I just did it this way. So yeah, that's saving up for that. Christmas is 11 for Sin on a Budget, which was number 1. She got 11. So that's 11 kroner into Christmas. So I'm really happy with that. Okay. And then we have, this is number 4, which is Mel's Paper Makes, who got 6. And that is for one of my niece's birthday. So it has 100 in there already. So now it has 106. And my goal is 500 kroner for her. And then we have Nian's Budget. She got 3. And we're jumping over my dad because I'm focusing on one birthday at a time. So that is going into me needing a new computer. So this one also has its own bigger savings challenge that I will start marking off when we get to the numbers that it needs. But this is a very big sum of money, so it will take a lot of time. And then finally, with my own little paw friend, I have 2 kroner for concert. So it now has 52 kroner. So that was all of my savings challenges. Yeah. If you have any suggestions of how I can do this better, I haven't used savings challenges in a long time, and previously it didn't work well for me, so I stopped doing it pretty fast. I do think this seems to work at least better than last time I did it, but if you have any suggestions, recommendations, if you have any savings challenges that you think are really amazing, please let me know. But yeah, I think I have more to do in this video, but if I don't, see you guys later. Bye.